Greetings. This is Jason Udemark, principal of Central High School, and I want to give a very warm welcome to the class of 2024. You are about to experience the greatest 4 years of your life, and or at least that is our hope, and there is no reason why that should not be the case if we all go about our business well. High school is a great time, and it is the perfect time to create the memories that you'll be talking about for decades to come in your future. So please come with a great attitude. Please be fired up and excited. The times that you're going to enjoy at activities, going to classes, and as our future leaders is going to be absolutely terrific. But make no mistake about it, when you come to Central High School starting on the very first day, it is time to get to work. The social times and the activities are wonderful and they are very enjoyable, but education is what we are all about and is what this is all about. So it is time to get to work. This is the time when you start building your resume. It is your time when you start building the transcript for college scholarships and entrance into different four-year universities. This is the time when you start preparing yourself for your career. No matter what career choice you are going to have or what direction you want to take, real life starts now, and it's important to show up with the right attitude and ready to get to work. With this day and age, with the COVID-19 coronavirus going on and just the tensions that we have in society, I want to reassure all the students and parents that health and safety is absolutely our top priority. When it comes to the COVID-19 virus, please refer to our back to school plan for our health protocols. You can go to our school website in order to get that. I do want to make a reference to the masking. Masking is recommended, or highly recommended, but not mandatory. And I do want to emphasize the highly recommended part of that. If we want to stay together, and if we want to keep kids in the building, and if we want to keep doing this for a while, we have to be able to stop the spread of the coronavirus or limit it while we are in school. And in order to do that, masking is going to be essential. So even though it is not mandatory, it is highly encouraged, and we want everyone that shows up at Central High School to be wearing a mask. Health is not the only concern or not the only thing that we are trying to ways to take care of you. Obviously, education is important. I mentioned that before, but unless this is a healthy environment and a safe environment, education cannot take place. Safety is also very critical. With the concepts of safety, we have a school resource officer on campus, Officer John Kernan, and he is on our campus all the time during the school day. He is a wonderful gentleman. You're really going to enjoy him. He's got a great sense of humor, but make no mistake about it, he takes his job very seriously, and I can assure you he has his focus on keeping us very safe during the school day. We also have a locked facility and secure doors. Once school starts in the morning, if you are arriving late, if you're just running late, or if you have an appointment and you get there late, you will not be able to get into the building without buzzing in. Parents, if you need to stop by the building for some reason, you will also have to buzz in and explain your reason for why you want to enter the building. We have immediate lockdown mechanics, so if things are going a little awry or we're a little bit nervous about something going on in the building, we can immediately lock down our facility, and all doors would remain locked, both inside doors and outside doors, to help us keep us secure if a situation would occur that has us concerned. We have 3 individuals throughout the building, the ATEC building and Central High School, that are called house parents. These 3 individuals are there just to keep us safe, to run errands, to deliver messages, and to help students and guide them to where they need to go. They're the ones that watch our front doors. You'll get to know our house parents pretty quickly when you enter Central High School, and they're wonderful individuals, and they are there to help. And finally, we do require ID badges, and that is to make sure that everyone that is in the building is the right person to be there. All individuals enter the building must have IDs on. It is how with 1,400 students, it's how we identify students, and to make sure that things are going according to plan, and people that shouldn't be here are not there. A couple more things on safety. We do have a comprehensive school safety plan that is also available online. We do fire drills, tornado drills, lockdown drills. We bring the drug dogs in probably about once a month to help make sure that we are discouraging that activity. We have a backpack policy where backpacks are allowed in the building, but they must be left in the lockers. We do not want them going from classroom to classroom. We do want parents and students to communicate with the school, and the school should be communicating with you in order to make things go well and to take care of the kids and to ensure that the education part is going well, and also other health items and just even mental health issues. We have different things in place to help the communication take place. And first and foremost is use of advocates. All of our students have an advocate, and when they enter Central High School, they'll have that advocate for 4 years. And they meet with that advocate at the end of the day at a time that we call super study. And so those students, the advocate's job is to basically take care of those students that they have in their advisory section during all 4 years. They're career counselors, they are mental health counselors, they will help keep an eye on students academically. They will be the main communicators with the parents if you have any concern. So parents, once you find out who the advocate is, we encourage you to email that advocate and introduce yourself. Other ways to communicate with Central High School: if a student is not going to be present any given day, has illness, or you're making a trip or something along those lines, please call the attendance office to make sure that they know that your student will be absent. Our counselors, we have 4 counselors at Central High School. They each service about 300 to 400 students each, so they are very, very busy people. But they're great individuals, and they will take all the time that you need in order to make sure that the mental health of your child is being taken care of. Our counselors are available via phone or via email, and so contact them as needed. And of course, finally, any of our teachers and staff are available for whatever needs that you might have. If you have an academic concern with the class, don't hesitate to email the teacher. Within 24 hours, they will get back to you. If you have any other issues that might require an administrator's attention, just drop us an email or give us a call. This next slide was put on here by Mrs. Seiler. She's an assistant principal, and she has a bit of a quirky sense of humor that I kind of love. But she just wanted to make sure, she's in charge of attendance, and she wanted to have a fun way to emphasize that attendance is important. Obviously, attendance is important for educational reasons. When we have a block schedule, and when you miss a day educationally, you miss a lot. But as you can tell from Mrs. Seiler's slide that she put up there, when you miss a day, it's more than just the educational part. It is the social part. Central High School is a fun place to be. It's an exciting place to be. And so there's a lot of reasons to make sure that you attend. But in this era of COVID, if you are feeling ill, we have to ask that you do stay home. If you have any of the COVID symptoms, stay home, be smart, and don't spread. When you are feeling better, then we want you back. The first day of school is August 18th. We want the freshmen to show up at 9 o'clock or just a little bit before that. The activity will start at 9 o'clock. So freshmen, please report to the Commons area, and there'll be students and staff members there to assist you with where to go next. We call that our Link Crew training, and that Link Crew training will last from 9 to about 11:30. Then you'll have lunch from 11:30 to about 12:15 or so, and classes begin at 12:20. At 12:20, all of our students will arrive. The sophomores, juniors, and seniors will arrive, and we'll have a revised schedule that first day after school, or that afternoon. And you'll go to all 4 blocks that afternoon, not for a very long period of time, but you'll get to all 4 blocks that afternoon. You will not have super study that first day, but you will have super study starting on day 2, and we'll have a normal schedule on day 2. When you do show up for school on the first day, as I had mentioned before, you do have to have those ID badges on, so you must wear your ID badge at all times upon entering the building and when you are in the building. Don't take them off ever without teacher permission. So your first ID is free. Most of the students have that, and they will be getting that on August 3rd and 4th. But if you weren't able to be there on that day, or there was an issue with getting the ID, you can pick that up on the first day of school. If you lose the ID, additional IDs are $5. The ID doesn't serve just for safety protocols, but it is also your activity ticket, it's your library card, and it's your lunch ticket, amongst other things. Agendas. Each student must purchase an agenda. They are $5. The school handbook is located in the agenda. That is the main reason why we want you to have the agenda. There is a lot of school rules and protocols on how we go about our business are in that agenda, and it's a great resource for you throughout the year. You're responsible to know what is in the student handbook. When you are going to your advisory or your super study section, your teachers will go over that with you for the first few days. It'll take several days to get through the handbook, but then as students, you're responsible to know the content of the student handbook and all our rules and regulations. The agenda also serves as your hallway pass, so students, if you are leaving the classroom for any reason during the school day, you must have your agenda with you. Your teacher will sign that and sign out to where you are going. It is another way for us to keep the school safe. And finally, the agenda is a great organizational tool. It's got a calendar in it so that you can write down homework assignments and other things like that. So the agenda serves multiple purposes and is a requirement for all students. And again, the agenda costs $5. If you did not buy the agenda when you showed up on August 3rd and 4th, when you had your yearbook picture taken, you may purchase the agenda in student resources when you arrive. Lockers. All students will have the same locker for all 4 years. Please do not give out your combination. We do encourage you to come to Central anytime really before the first day of school. You're allowed in. The doors will be open. You can wander the school to find your classes and find your locker. And we'd like you to test out your locker combo, which can be found on your schedule. And make sure that works so that when your first couple days of school happen, that works seamlessly. But don't share your locker combination with anyone. You may have a close friend, or maybe you have a boyfriend and girlfriend situation, but sometimes those things don't always work out, and you don't want to give your locker combination out to anyone. So please keep that private. Again, no book bags are allowed in the classrooms and the commons, so please keep your book bags in your lockers. I did mention Super Study and Advisory earlier. Again, Super Study meets Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and that's from 2:58 to 3:20. Advisory meets on Wednesday at the same time. Advisory is the time when we do our career-orientated coursework. So teachers will go over career-orientated things with our students on Wednesdays. So it is very important that you are there on Wednesdays, especially for advisory. Each student is assigned that advocate advisor that they will have for 4 years. And please note, advisory you do get graded and a credit for advisory for the things that go on there. So it is important that you be there, and it is important that you take that time seriously and use it wisely. Always have to emphasize personal electronic devices and cell phones. At Central High School, personal electronic devices are allowed in the building, and the students are allowed to have them on them, but they should be silenced at all times, and students should not have them out at inappropriate times. If they do have them out at an inappropriate time in accordance to what the teacher's desires are, the device will be confiscated until the end of the day. The teacher confiscates the item and then he brings it to the office, where we take care of it and record the fact that they have had a violation, and we contact the parent, and the student then can pick it up at the end of the day if it is their first offense. If they have a second, third, fourth offenses, then things get a little bit more serious, and we will definitely be calling a parent and asking them to come pick up the device, or we may be holding the device for multiple days based on our conversations with the parents. The parking lot at Central High School is something that we have to chat about a little bit. Parents, you are encouraged to use the west lot to pick up your child after school. The east lot is the student parking lot. It's the main lot that most people are used to coming to. And parking in, because that is by our front entrance, and that is the student lot. During the school year, that lot is crowded. It is full from corner to corner, and if you are there to pick up your child after school and you use the east lot, you're going to find getting out of that east lot at the end of the day will take at least 15 to 20 minutes, if not longer. It is very busy with student traffic, pedestrian traffic also. And so it is best, if you are picking up your child after school, don't go to the east lot, go to the west lot. Here's a photograph of the east and west lots from above. The west lot, as you can see, is much less crowded. When you come to the west lot, just stay to the right and use the perimeter, and the cars will be lined up there, kind of in that driving lane that you see marked. And that goes much quicker. You are generally in and out within 5 minutes if you go to the west lot. So parents, use the west lot when picking up your child after school. That's just great advice for you, for your child, is safer and quicker. I do want to take some time to mention the benefits of activities. We know socially, high school is a great time and a lot of fun. I emphasize the importance about the education aspects. And the fact that you are building a resume and you're preparing yourself for what comes next in life. But something else that is extremely important for you to once you start high school is to get involved in activities. There are skills that kids pick up in activities that are just critical for them to being successful later on in life. Students learn to react to very unique situations. They learn what it is like to be part of a team. When it comes to activities, students learn leadership skills that are invaluable. Problem solving, preparation, goal setting, all those things those types of skills get picked up as students are involved in activities. Now, activities are more than just sports. They're fine arts, they're clubs. We have over a dozen clubs at Central High School. So I always say is whatever your interest, whatever your passion, we have something for you at Central High School. There's an activity likely associated with it. FFA, art club, drama club, of course all the sporting activities in the fine arts, speech, oral interpretation, debate. So whatever your passion is, writing club, we have something for you. Please get involved. Last year, about half of our students were involved in fine arts. 350 of our students were involved in athletics. The students that were involved in activities last year had a GPA of 3.33 in comparison to the fact that the average GPA was 2.93. So students that didn't get involved just do better at Central High School all the way around. It's a great experience. It is what makes the high school experience well-rounded and will best prepare you for your future. So get involved. We generally do have an activity fair before the school year starts, so you can learn about all the different activities at Central High School. This year, we are not having the activity fair, but all the activities will have tables out and information provided on the first few days. The tables will be in the student services area, so show up there to find out about the activities. Some of the clubs will have some slides on our announcement page, so pay attention to that. And we'll also make some verbal announcements in school about the different activities and clubs. So please be prepared to listen to those announcements and do your own research on the clubs and get involved. Parents, we want to let you know that we do have 4 major booster clubs at Central High School. We have the PTA, Music Boosters, Athletic Boosters, and APAC, which is the American Indian Parent Advisory Committee. So parents, we want you involved. It has been proven that parents that get involved and are part of these organizations, that your students have better behavior, perform better academically, and your students feel supported in their endeavors. And parents, we need you. These clubs are highly active in making sure that all the activities at Central High School take place well, and our students are taken care of. So we need your time and we need your efforts to help ensure that these experiences at Central High School are of the highest quality for your students. Again, I had mentioned we do want you to show up, students to show up. Parents, you are welcome to come with. Stop by Central High School, especially the week of August 3rd through the 7th, and tour the school. But even after August 7th, you are allowed to show up at Central High School and walk around. Don't just walk around the main high school, but walk over to the ATEC building and familiarize yourself with that also. There's a lot of neat things to see. You can see the great time and effort that we put in to make sure that this is a safe building, and it's absolutely beautiful building, and we are all very proud of it, and we think that you'll be impressed too. It'll just help you feel more comfortable on your first days of school if you do take time to come and walk around the building a little bit. If you have any questions while you're in the building, don't hesitate to stop by the administrative office. We are right by the front doors. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. So again, everyone, have a great year. New students, class of 2024, welcome to Central High School. We hope this is going to be a great year, and we anticipate that it will be. Thank you for your time.